Why do these pesky bulges appear in the sides of cakes? In this tutorial, I'll show you why and how to prevent them. Bulges start when you layer your cake. As you stack more cake layers, their weight will push down on your filling and it will ooze out sideways. So for runny fillings like lemon curd or jam or caramel, you need what's called a buttercream dam, which is just buttercream piped as a ring around the edge of the cake layer to act as a wall or dam to hold the runny filling in place. When the next cake layer presses down onto the dam, the runny filling will be trapped inside, so it can't ooze out. Push down on each cake layer to check that the dam can support the weight as you continue layering the cake. If the dam is too low, so the wall isn't high enough and when you add the filling it goes right up to the top of that ring, then when you press the next cake layer on top, it will push the runny filling out over the top of the wall, and as it oozes outwards, you'll see the bulges appear underneath the frosting like this. When the weight of the upper cake layers push down on the filling, it can't move down, so there's nowhere for it to go except sideways, and that's when you see bulges like this. So make sure your dams go up higher than your fillings, and also make sure the buttercream is stiff enough, because if it's runny like whipped cream, then the cake layers on top will weigh down on the dams and push those outwards too, adding to the bulge effect. But there's another step to prevent bulges, after piping tall dams with stiff buttercream and after pushing down on each layer to make sure the filling doesn't come out. And that step is to chill the cake before frosting or icing it. Because when you finish layering your cake, those buttercream dams are still soft, and when you put any pressure on them as you spread and smooth around the cake, that pressure will push the layers sideways and make gaps where the filling can ooze out, like here and here. So what do you do when you see bulges appearing? Make sure the cake is straight, nudging it with your spatula or palette knife if it's not, and then put it into the fridge for an hour or the freezer for 30 minutes to set the buttercream dams and any buttercream on the sides of the cake too. Then spread on another crumb coat on top to trap any of that filling that oozed out of the cake, and put the cake back into the fridge or freezer for about 15 minutes to set this layer of frosting. Now you can do your final layer of frosting and the filling and dams will be set firmly in place, so no bulges will stick out through your frosting. I hope this tutorial was useful. Subscribe to my channel for more tips and tricks, and visit my cake school on BritishGirlBakes.com to learn hundreds of cake decorating techniques and designs with my online courses and memberships. See you there!